Drinking a gift from magnificent bastard Raul Martinez.
Welcome Whiskey Vault, by the way.
Welcome to Whiskey
Daniel
Vault.
Rex.
Yeah.
Raul Martinez, you magnificent bastard.
Seen those guys in a while. They used to come like every couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But we haven't run into them for a bit.
Got
Life got busy.
The Whistler Irish whiskey.
Yeah, we've done Whistler. We've done a few versions of Whistler.
Raul and his crew.
This is Bowen Distillery.
Yeah.
And they were sourcing stuff, right? But this is a whiskey that they took and then put into stout barrels. Yeah. And we've done one like this before, but this is, that was a cask strength release.
Yeah.
This is their like accessible, lower proof option. So Irish whiskey, 7 years old.
Oh, that's a color, isn't it?
Finished in stout barrels.
Very light. Well, it looks light in the pour. This is still light, but not as light as it looked in the pour.
Yeah.
Okay. You said 7 years?
7 years, in theory. Woo, that's musty. 7 years and then finished in a stout barrel. And I'm going to argue that they made this.
Yes, they did. This is not sourced.
Because this is...
This is funky sour grain.
So they they took a sherry barrel, filled it with stout, then dumped it, filled it with whiskey, and then it became this.
Sherry, and then stout?
Yeah.
I don't know how that would play.
Well, you're smelling how it plays. This is grain yard.
Yeah, wet grain.
Wet grain. This smells super young.
I know. You said 7 years, and I'm thinking, are you sure that was
no, I'm not now.
Maybe it was
because
2?
Maybe I was looking up information on a different one of their releases.
Okay.
But this one smells really young.
Because you put this under my nose, I'm going to tell you like 2.5 years.
Well, it wouldn't legally be whiskey in Ireland at that point.
I know. But this color, still a light color, this nose, though, in particular, strikes me as a very young nose.
Yeah. Applesauce mixed with young grain and like damp grain yard.
Oh, yeah, there's a little applesauce in there, a little mozz.
Now, as it settles down, I'm starting to get some darker notes. A little bit. Like little chocolate buttons.
Much sweeter on the hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, also a lot more tame and subdued. There's still some of that graininess, but it's less of like the sour, punchy grain and more of just a sweet.
Oh, that smells really good. That is milk chocolate bars. And granola. It's one of those health bars that you buy that's like chocolate brownie flavored.
It gets less raw grain and more granola. Yeah. Okay.
But still, that's really grain forward.
Man, wow, that nose
It's a Cliff Bar.
That nose punches.
It's a chocolate Cliff Bar.
You put your nose in the glass, and it's throwing some elbows.
What I really don't remember the Whistlers being this grain forward.
Oh, there's your chocolate.
Oh, there's the stout. Yeah. It's strong. It's smooth and soft, but it's strong.
I don't know what that sherry barrel's doing at all.
Yeah. It might. Yeah, I don't know.
I think
whatever it is, it's buried.
I think that the stout ran it out of the room.
Wow. I'm not sure what to do with this. I can't say I don't like it, but I also am not looking forward to the next sip.
It's interesting. It's
very
different.
confusing.
It's different. It's unique. It's interesting. It's not bad. It's not off-putting. Pudding. It's not off-pudding. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But that kind of is the telltale sign of a good whiskey. You want to go back.
Well, I'm not sure I do. That's the problem.
I'm saying, if we're trying to figure out, do we like this? Is it good?
If that's your marker.
Yeah, it's because a lot of things are like interesting and weird and unique, but you want to go back. This, it's interesting, it's weird and unique, and it's like, okay, I think I got it. I don't really feel compelled to go back.
Yeah, going back again doesn't really change anything.
The chocolate does. It's almost like a cocoa powder.
Yeah, it is.
What starts as like a wet grain applesauce, a little sour, right? It eventually
Open up a Swiss Miss.
Opens up into a cocoa powder.
Yeah, just
on the nose and on the taste. Yeah, interesting, man.
I really wanted this to be. The labels are really cool, and the bottle's beautiful. And I feel like I remember liking some of the Whistlers. Like there was a really sherry cask one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's stout. I think that stout is just taken over
On the palate, for
on the
sure.
palate, and the whiskey. I'm taking the sherry out of the equation. It's irrelevant because I can't find any single thing that it's bringing to the table. But I think the stout and the whiskey don't know how to play well together. It's just, yeah. It's just an awkward dance. It's two people of incredibly different sizes and frames trying to do.
Yeah, here, stand on my feet.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna give that a minute.
It's like the fight between Andre the Giant and the masked Dread Pirate Robert.
Yeah.
I'm not used to fighting one man alone.
We have the Florida Piper 7190, Monkey Shoulder, and Buffalo Trace for my first 2 whiskeys, and I have no regrets. It's been a couple of years since I dove in, so I've since tried everything on this list and can honestly say that these are truly priceless recommendations for the whiskey noob. This is the Whiskey for Beginners video.
Right.
Didn't just entice me into exploring whiskey, but it helped me to explore the whiskey aisle with confidence. I'm not much of a drinker, but being that I'm a bit of a zymology nerd, I have an extreme appreciation for the flavors brought out in the fermentation and aging of beer, wine, spirits, etc.
That's cool.
And get great joy from sipping on a glass or two slowly with good company or a good pipe and cigar from time to time. Thanks for getting me into this world, gentlemen. It's been a weirdly life-changing experience.
That's cool.
Yeah, right on.
That's one of my favorite things about this channel, is that we get to have that kind of impact.
Yeah.
Unless you're drinking Whistler, Stout Cask.
You know what? I think they were going for what Jameson was able to very, very nicely pull off with their Stout Cask.
Yes, I agree.
Finished. Whiskey. That just made this creamy wrapper around it.
It's still my favorite Jameson right now.
This, I don't know if it's a different stout or different.
No, I think it's their
size
great-
barrels.
Their make
Their make didn't play
feels
with
a
the
little
stout.
young. It's not playing well,
Okay.
or it's not playing nicely.
And then I think they maybe tried to escalate a few things, maybe hoping to add some fruitiness with the sherry, but the sherry just got chased off the map entirely. Okay. Here's dividing, stealing, and drinking.
If you fight me, fight for a friend.
You steal, may you steal your lover's heart.
And if you drink,
May you drink with us.